Well, look, Michelle and I are back. Did you guys miss us?
So much. You have no idea.
I missed you a little bit.
I missed
I
you a
missed
lot.
you a lot. We did.
I missed you guys. I missed you guys a lot.
Thanks,
We
Malia.
missed you. Where were you?
Where have you been?
You know, I was doing my job, being all over the place
We know all
in
about
this
that.
arena. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing, for sure.
I know, you've been all over the floor.
Yeah, literally.
So much. All you guys, all three of you have. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining the team this year to both of you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been a pleasure. You guys have been all over the place. It was great.
Yo, how were closing ceremonies? You guys have fun?
Oh, it's amazing.
It was pretty epic.
that mythic hall is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Hey.
I think there was something pretty satisfying about getting out onto a giant stage and yelling for the horde.
I was screaming with you, Michelle.
That was like a bucket list item.
Alex, I was screaming with you,
Thank you,
for the
Rachel.
Alliance.
Thank you.
Malik,
Monsters.
either side?
Alliance, all right?
Yeah, look.
I'm different.
That's okay.
That just shocked me a little.
Why?
so rarely
Lord,
find
You know how I knew? You know how I knew? Because he's a good person.
They can have
Hey.
a player. We don't need it.
Fantastic.
Actually,
Well,
it was a trailer that won me over, just to be honest. It was
Yeah.
a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's when you chose
Yeah.
this BlizzCon.
I'm a little bit of a turncoat when it comes to WoW. So what?
Maybe we can win them back.
Maybe. Yeah. So what are your guys' closing thoughts? I mean, we're about to end the show. Muse
this
is
is
going to be
it.
coming on very shortly here. So Anna, how about you? For your first time reporting with us as a correspondent, what was your favorite thing?
You know, the words from the opening ceremony just keep echoing in my head. Be good to each other, have fun, and welcome home. And I feel like that has just been this whole experience for me. Everyone has been so good to each other. We've had so much fun, and it has felt like coming home. So for me, my favorite part was getting to be in this place, sharing this thing with all these people. I know that's a cop-out, and I just stole it from all of you.
That's not a cop-out.
But I do have those BlizzCon feels, and getting to be here, and every year having it be so fresh and so inspiring, like they said during the closing ceremony, so energizing. It astounds me, and I'm always so thankful.
Yes.
All right, Rachel, you're up.
You know, Michelle, Alex, Malik, been watching you guys do this desk for a long time. This has been, what are the hashtag? Is that what the kids do? Goals.
Hey.
And honestly, I
amazing.
just have to say the best part was working with you guys.
Yes.
I mean, you
Aw.
watch at home, you come here and you walk by the desk and you see you guys and you're like, man, that looks cool. But then you come here and you're like, man, this is inclusive, this is fun. Everyone's so exciting. It's been wonderful to work with you, to learn from you guys, and to experience BlizzCon from this perspective.
That's
Well, thank you
fantastic.
so much for
Well,
joining
thanks
us.
for
Likewise.
having you.
Don't
Yeah.
cry, Michelle. I'm sorry. You cry, I'll cry.
Really though, you guys, I mean, Rachel, this is your fourth year here with BlizzCon because you've been at the esports stages, and Anna, you as well. Both of you guys have been hosting here for a while, so it's not like you haven't been staples here already. And Malik, obviously, returning again for a
Come
third
on.
year. How you doing, dude? What was your favorite part?
I have to say, the Blizzard community remains to be the best video game community that I've ever been a part of. I love
Most
everyone.
definitely.
Everyone I've run into here has been so nice. This community is just second to none, to be honest with you. And of course, working with you guys has been amazing. We've all been friends for a very long time. I'm so glad, because we've all known each other for, especially me and Rachel, me and you go so far
We've
back.
seen some things.
We've seen some things. So to be here.
How long you guys
and
known each other?
Oh, man.
this is-
7, 8 years?
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to tell the story how we met because it's very funny, but
Esports,
it's
esports,
really
esports,
good.
esports. Yeah.
Yeah. But this has been a very great experience. BlizzCon is always a humbling experience for me, and yeah, man, I've been
Well,
elated being here.
I'm just glad that you survived the USA South Korea match.
I'm glad anybody
Because
survived.
to be honest, this morning when I saw you in the green room, you were like, "Hey man, what's going on? I'm like, what happened to your voice?" And you're like, "It was crazy last night."
Yeah.
The louder you yell, the better Jake does. So
Yeah.
you have to just.
I can attest. I was sitting next to Rachel during that match, and my ear, I don't think I can hear very well out of this ear
I'm
anymore.
sorry, I was yassing at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, I gotta say, Overwatch esports is here to stay, man.
Definitely.
Last night was a clear indicator of that, for sure.
Not only that, but we've heard so much about how they're structuring the league and really setting an example about how esports should be run. It's just something that we don't have a full structure for in taking care of the players, making sure that they are appropriately paid, making sure that there are talent provisions and everything that they're going into to make sure that these players are ready. I think they're really setting a gold standard for what esports is supposed to be.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree. 100%. 100%.
And this was
yeah.
just a crazy BlizzCon for esports.
Yeah,
right?
it was across the board. Across the board, we had some crazy upsets. Method Triforce
Yes!
They didn't three-peat this year like everyone expected them to. We got some new names in there for WoW Arena, and that was amazing to see.
When I turned around and saw that it wasn't Method Triforce and Method
Method
Synergy, I was like, wait, everybody told me this
Is that
was
why you were just
happening.
pinching? You were like,
Like,
where
are we?
He was spinning his totem.
I
He was
actually
checking.
asked them, I said, are you sure we're not watching a loser's bracket? And they were like, no, this is what's happening.
Right.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
Yeah.
But it's true. I love when new contenders come in, especially for something like World of Warcraft. And like as we said before, World of Warcraft is the longest-standing esport here at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see it kind of come into its own and have a new world champion this year because we've had a couple of the players continue to win and win over the years.
Exactly.
So yeah, how about for you guys for esports highlights? What was like your big mind-blowing top moment outside of Overwatch?
Yeah.
I was gonna go straight to that match.
The other stages for a
Grind
moment.
Streak Grifters in Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Hearthstone
Yeah,
is such
that's a good one.
cool tournament. I think they really showed off the breadth of the community there by having pros involved, by having streamers involved, and by having up-and-comers involved. And Grind Streak Grifters crushed it. Way to go, guys.
Yeah, I
I
really
did love
love the
this.
way that,
I love that.
invitational is formatted
Yeah.
because with Hearthstone, especially when you're watching somebody play, it's like watching a chess match, right?
Yeah.
You are going, this is what I would do, and then they do something, you're like, why would you do that? And then they're way better than you, so you're like, why was I not thinking to do that? Because you're way better than me, and I should have thought to do that. So
And then
it's
you feel
really
bad?
great, of course.
Well, yeah, it's
But
great
so
that
it's
they have
great
the
to see-
team.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So
Right.
you can see what they're doing on the inside.
What
which
was
is
it? They had
fantastic.
was it a pro, a prodigy, and a personality?
Yeah, that
I
was it.
love
was
that
that?
structure. It's so
Really
fun
cool.
to watch. And
Yeah.
like you said, to watch the conversations that those kind of people have between each other,
Yeah.
really,
They're
really
so smart at the game.
I
I'm
know.
just like, ooh, I don't think about these things when I play.
Right, and didn't the Grifters bring it back from like 4-1?
Oh,
They brought it
man.
all the way back. That was
The
amazing.
esports expert over here. You have the
man.
Benson check-in benefit.
Oh man, this is amazing, by the way. That
Yeah,
guy,
shout out to Benson.
shout
Great
out to
job.
him for sure.
What about you, Anna?
I mean, I was gonna say I don't know because I was busy pin trading while that final was going on.
Yeah.
Competitive pin trading.
But I think as far as highlights for esports, I have to always. I mean, we're pretty close to the Heroes stage here, and that's a benefit for me. That's where I've spent most of my time
Yeah.
at BlizzCon is on the Heroes stage. So getting to see Fnatic, a team that I'm a big fan of, in a great final with MVP Black, that was really really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
absolutely.
crazy too, because I kept looking over my shoulder because they're playing the. It was actually happening. We'd hear people like scream, and I would just be like,
Bam.
I know I'm live, but I really want to see what just happened.
Were you
Yeah.
studying the moves, Alex? You ready
Oh,
to bring
totally.
that into R5?
You know, it's funny because I haven't played much Medivh. The way they were playing with Medivh blew my mind because I was like, well, who cares about portals? Like I would just like throw a portal. I would accidentally throw a portal, and then people would go through it, and I was like, bro, I don't know. I don't know why that's there.
I don't know where that goes.
You know, it's like Medivh walks, like flies away. I was like, who dropped that portal? But it's not me. I am a majestic bird. That I cannot do.
Yeah.
But so it was really great seeing because I was like,
Yeah.
why are they? I was like, I cannot believe Medivh. And then tracing the other team to see where they were going, I was like, I am not playing Medivh very well. So yes, learning stuff for
I think
sure.
that's how we always feel when we watch esports, right? I am not doing X thing that I tried
Yeah.
to do very well.
Right.
But
Right?
that's
I know.
another thing that I always do with BlizzCon is, especially with the esports, is I'll see somebody doing something that is very successful that I'm like, wow, I never thought to try that character in that way. And I will go home immediately after BlizzCon and start doing it. Now, never works the same.
He's that guy on ladder.
Yeah.
That's Alex.
Replication is a process.
Right,
That is for
right,
sure. That's
right.
for sure.
Yeah, but it's
Malik
great.
definitely knows for sure because I'm pretty sure that's how he got all his hot tips from
Over
Overwatch.
Yeah, the World Cup
World Cup
upped my game so
traveling.
much.
Yeah, totally.
Yo, if I had to pick a moment for me, it would be Rogue winning the StarCraft
Yeah,
championship.
that was huge.
I mean, I don't want to be dismissive and take anything away from Rogue, but his story was a Cinderella story. He was wearing glass gym shoes for sure. He barely made it into BlizzCon, and for him to just go all the way and win that championship, I was happy for him. I was sad to see Sue lose. He gets to a lot of finals. And
I know.
I feel so bad because it's almost like I don't want to mention the name because I know people in the audience are going to cry when I mention this name.
Yes.
It reminded me of a certain person whose name starts with a J. But
No, Malik, you can't do this.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
Okay, well, listen. We could talk for hours, as of course we can always do when it comes to BlizzCon. But unfortunately, that will do it for us here at the BlizzCon All Access channel. We're going to send you over to Mythic Stage for Mute.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
So great.
Thank you guys so much.